I know. The merch is here, guys. Yo, what's up, Edward? Jersey Life in the chat. How you guys doing? What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, YouTube subscribers, Twitter and Instagram followers? How y'all doing? As you can see, my merch is finally here. You know, it's actually kind of funny. I literally just went to my Teespring site so I could, share the screen and whatnot, and it's down right now. It's an error 502 gateway problem. I had to look that up. I was like, hold up, which error is 502? You usually get the 404 not found, but it means that it's on their end, so everything's good. But hopefully the site is back up soon. But hey, man, merch is here. The link is in the description down below. It always is in the description. Shout out to David AV in the chat as well. Actually, let me check right now if it's back up. But it's a server error, which means, yeah, it's on their end. So hopefully they are here. Yeah, that's the error I'm getting right now. But hey, man, listen. So we got a lot to talk about, y'all. And also, if you guys are down, I actually do have Halo pulled up. A couple of you guys were like, yo, it's been a while since we had Halo on stream and whatnot, so we might do that as well. But got a couple things to talk about, as the title suggested. Dave Gettleman's quotes, which were from, I want to say, 2 days ago, yesterday or 2 days ago, and John Mara's quotes, which are from today, actually. To touch upon for that, we could also continue to talk about the Isaac Yiadom trade. I mean, I made a short 2-minute video on it. I personally think that I covered in those short 2 minutes basically everything that needed to be covered, if I'm being honest with you guys. But of course, if you have any more questions on that, or you want to chat a little bit about that as well, we can. Mike Nixon in the chat. Shout out to Mike. How you doing, bro? So yeah, he says, yo, the offense looked great in the scrimmage. Hopefully they were playing a bit more seriously. At least that's the if for them to look great, that's what I would want it to be, that they're playing it a bit more seriously. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's start off with Isaac Yiadom. If you guys watched, and I expect, I'm pretty sure most of y'all watched the Young Guns podcast last night with me and Kid Blue on his channel. That was pretty fun as well. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the more fun Young Guns podcasts we've had in a while. Let me see. Can you guys see my screen? Yes, you can. So, let's go over this real quick. The things that I didn't cover, but just in case, we got just, short information on him. Yiadom, 6'1", 190 pounds. He's going into his third season. Was a 2018 third-round draft choice, 99 overall out of Boston College. He was, of course, with the Broncos. Apparently did not show enough for them to keep him. I mean, all we gave up was a 7th-round pick, so it's not like it was anything too terribly bad, I was speaking to Kid Blue last night on that podcast. I was like, Yiadom comes in and he's basically Sam Beal. Sam Beal we got in the third round of the supplemental draft in 2018, but hasn't been able to stay healthy. Yiadom, third round regular 2018 draft, he has been able to stay healthy. He just really hasn't sort of come into his own or really broken out as a NFL starter or whatnot, so to speak. So this dude is basically going to take the place of Sam Beal, because I feel like people forget he's still on his rookie contract. This isn't a 1-year thing. You know what I'm saying? This isn't like Logan Ryan, who's here for a year. This isn't like the other 2 cornerbacks we signed, whose name slipped my mind, that's here for a year. Just not like Kyler Fackrell, who's here for a year, or any of the other free agents who could be gone within a year. This guy is here for at least 2 to 3 years more, and he could extend if he, performs, which, is going to be completely in his hands, because I fully expect him to be a starter, you know what I'm saying? He says, oh, God, do we have to talk about this guy? Listen, man, we do, because he might end up being the starter. I fully expect him to be the starter, even though it was just a 7th-round pick. You don't just trade for a guy with the offseason that, we've had with football and not expect him to come out and make some type of impact or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But he's basically Sam Beal. That's the way I look at him, because I don't expect Sam Beal to be on the team anymore. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I don't really think Sam Beal is going to be on the team. After this year, I thought he solidified his place as being off the team after he opted out. I would have a very hard time seeing why the Giants would bring Sam Beal back, and this guy's essentially that. Same rookie contract, same age, same position, outside corner, except he can stay healthy, and that has to count for something. Mike Nixon's really going in on this guy, man. Listen, he's better than Ballantyne. I would have to actually, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all and be like, oh yeah, I looked at tape of this dude, I know exactly how he plays, how good he is. Nah, I didn't do that yet, but hopefully he is better than Ballantyne. Like I said, I expect him to be starting, so he better be better than Ballantyne. Thoughts on Carter Coughlin is what Bradley asked. Shout out to Joe Yiadom in the chat as well. He said Giants' system could fit him better than Denver's. Some guys flourish in a new place. Yeah, and I mean, it's not like Denver ever had a bad secondary as well. They're not known as one of the best like they were back in 2015, but they've always had an average to good secondary. So it's very possible he just, fell into the folds of things, kind of like Shaq Barrett did at Denver. I know he's a different position, but it's the same situation. They had a good defense. In this case, they had a great pass rush, and Shaq Barrett just fell into the folds over there at Denver and went to the Bucks, flourished. Mike says he's disappointed. The Giants could have gotten Prince on the cheap. Here's the thing, though. This dude is like 10 years younger than Prince. While I would have preferred Prince, I made a whole video on it. I was like, the Giants need to bring Prince and Mukamura home. Get the hashtag trending, hashtag bring Prince home and whatnot. But I can definitely see why they went for this guy. I think he is cheaper than what Prince would have costed. I mean, he's a third-round pick on his rookie deal. Prince probably would have, maybe wanted something around there, but it's a lot more secure with this guy, I guess you could say. And not to say that Prince Mukamura is injury-prone or whatnot. I don't think he is. He's had a couple injury scares in his life. In his career, this guy has had zero. We traded for this dude knowing that he could start and play for the future. Exactly. That's what I was looking at, and I brought that up with Kid Blue last night. The fact that this dude is a move for the future. Once again, going back to how young he is, and he's coming on, and he's going to essentially be replacing Sam Beal, not only in terms of, they're the same age, same draft class, but position and whatnot. Listen, I hope he succeeds. I won't be too angry if he fails, because all we gave up was a 7th-round pick. To be honest with you, that's a win of a trade. I mean, trading a 7th-rounder for a guy that's a potential starter, I don't see how that's not a win of a trade. That's just me. But yeah, man, let me get your comments in here. Jersey Life said, yeah, man, we need someone young and not injury-prone. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily call Prince Mukamura injury-prone, but he's had injuries and injury scares in his career. And for some reason, Vegas did cut him. We got to remember that. But they also cut Eli Apple. It seems like they don't like Giants cornerbacks, because Eli Apple and Prince were over there, and they cut both of them. What's the point of Prince? He's old, and we aren't even a win-now team. Funny you say that. Because John Mara's quotes, which I guess we could get into now. It's funny you say that, Edward. John Mara's quotes would imply otherwise, and this is something that I've been saying for months. I would be scared if the owners expect us to be a win-now team, because that means they're not seeing, the actual rebuild. They're not seeing the big side of the things, the bigger picture. John Mara's quotes were kind of split half and half. Let's get into it and see what it was. This was very interesting when I saw this, right? So we could start directly from the top. And don't worry, I can still see your comments, because now I can actually use my phone since it's not my camera anymore. So you guys could continue typing it, and I'll be responding. Mike Lowe said, read the Denver blogs. This dude got beat out by 3 other DBs. He's going to get cut, which means he was scrap heat available. I'm not saying he's going to be anything great. All I'm saying is I don't get why people are getting too up in arms about it. It was a 7th-round pick. If it was something like, I don't know, a 4th or a 3rd, God forbid, then I would feel some type of way. But it's a 7th-round pick. I can promise you we're not going to miss that 7th-round pick. It's only every so often that you find a guy that's a legitimate starter in the 7th round, and, of course, even less that you find a guy that might be a star in the 7th round and whatnot, right? So let's get into the John Mara quotes, because it's the talk about win-now team. This is kind of what he was a little bit alluding to. So, I guess we could start from the top, read this article, and then we could work our way down. But if I can, let me see if I could scroll through and find, oh, here it is. This right here. He says, it's pretty hard to sit here and say we need to win X number of games. We need to be in the playoffs this year. We made some big changes over the last few years, and I think we're starting to build a foundation that could last over the long haul. That's what Steve, Tish, and I want to see at the end of the year? Are we moving in the right direction? I know it's not going to satisfy a lot of our fans. I think it's just the right philosophy to have. Man, do I agree with John Mara on that. And I don't know if they're that Giants.com actually put this in there, but there was another quote where he said he hopes that we're competitive in December. Maybe I can control F and find if competitive is in here. Compete. There's compete. I don't see no competitive. I don't see it. I guess they didn't put it in, but I definitely saw our beat reporter report that he wanted us to be competitive. But hey, man, that right there is the type of mindset that I would want this dude to have. I am so thankful that that's what he's talking about. He's like, listen, we just need to take it slow. We need to see how it goes. And it's a pretty long article. Let me get back to the chat real quick. Shout out to Jesse Bryan in the chat as well. You guys moved a little bit. He says, Mara's like some fans, as we want to see progress, be in games and win along the way. Seem like Mara's not going to jump the gun and fire everyone. And that's a quote that I didn't see there either at all. Like, yo, this is why you guys got to hop on Twitter. Follow your boy. I be retweeting all of these for you guys. But also, follow the Giants beat reporters as well. That's where I get my information from. One of them sent out a tweet that said Mara hopes we're competitive in December, but then it was followed up by what I just read to you. He's like, they're not going to, it's not like they're pushing to win X amount of games. He then also said somebody was brave enough and somehow the question got screened and passed through to so Mara could be asked this. It was basically, are you going to blow everything up again if they don't win a certain amount of games? And he's like, no. He knows what they have here. He knows what they have with a brand new coaching staff, first-year coaching staff, first-year coach Joe Judge and whatnot. He's going to let it build, right? He is going to let it build. Tell him Matt Bradshaw, it was only a 7-round. Yo, what did I say? I said it's not that often that you find, guys that are legitimate starters in the 7th-round pick. It's even less often than that you find guys that are superstars. Matt Bradshaw is one of those guys where it's not that often that you find guys like that. If you find a Matt Bradshaw every single year in the 7th round, I would concede my point to you, Mike. But you don't. That's just the thing. Can you read my last comment? I guess I'll give him a chance. He better give a pick 6 by week 1. Yeah, no, I disagree with that, Mike Nixon. I definitely disagree with that. Shout out to Nikki in the chat. The heart emoji. Shout out to Nikki. Nikki, you're our channel member. Where is it? Yeah. There's a new channel members only post in on the community notes, so go check that out. I have basically upgraded a discount for my channel members. All channel members now have. Actually, let me go check. I'm afraid to go check, so I'm gonna check it on my phone because then you guys will see the discount code. But I've upped it. What did I up it to? I'm gonna check right here. Yeah, channel members now get 15% off. There's a new promo code because you guys are a channel member, because you go that extra way. You guys now get 15% off. There's a new promo code for you guys, and I'm thinking about maybe for like a week or so running a promo of free shipping available to everybody on the channel. Let me know if you want that. I will do it. You know what I'm saying? Merch just came in. Make sure you go check it out. Unfortunately, right now, we can check again. For some reason, Teespring server is down. There's a 502 bad gateway. I got no idea what's causing this. Hopefully it's up soon. I don't know. It says it's on the hostess part. I hope to God this Teespring is back up soon, because that's really unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. But yo, shout out to John Marado. He's taking the right approach here that I would love to see they take, man. Thoughts on our linebacking core? Bet. Okay, so thoughts on our linebacking core. We can move on to the Davey Elman stuff later, but I'm concerned about our linebacking core, right? I like our linebacking core, but when I say I'm concerned about them, I mean I'm concerned about the health of these guys, man. Let's talk about it for a second, right? Blake Martinez, he was out for, I think, 3 or 4 practices before he came back. Judge was like, yo, it's nothing serious. He's just getting worked on by the trainers. Man came back. He had a wrap on his knee, a wrap on his leg. Clearly something happened. Now, KB, we spoke about this last night. KB's theory was that maybe it's something personal. Maybe it's a family matter. He had to take a couple days off, to take care of that. Maybe they put the wrap on him to kind of make him seem like, I don't know, make it seem like it's not that bad. But I don't know. That's a lot of practices to miss for a family matter. And then Mans came back and, he's basically wrapped up. Ryan Conley. who I'm more concerned about than anybody because he's coming off an ACL injury. You don't want to mess that up. You don't want to tweak something and then all of a sudden, bam, he's injured again and it's worse than it was before because it's a re-injury. You don't want to tweak that. He was out for an entire week from basically the first scrimmage to the second scrimmage. That entire week, Ryan Connelly did not play, and he's been missing a few practices here and there. Of course, we're already down David Mayo, and even the new guy, Devontae Downs, who's been making sort of an impact. He's been missing a couple practices as well. I'm very concerned about the health of our middle linebacking core because once a couple guys go down, we're basically going to be in a position where we were last year. And I don't think we're going to come out lucky like we did last year. You know, we got lucky with David Mayo being a relatively good starter and whatnot. We got lucky with Ryan Connelly, and then he went down. I don't want to get caught in a situation like that again, and I am concerned about the health of our middle linebacking core. That's my honest opinion. If they can stay healthy, I have faith in them. I really do. I have faith in Blake Martinez being a leader in that defense, being somebody that could get tackles and even potentially be good in the passing game. And I have faith in Ryan Connelly. If he can stay healthy, he would be the guy starting next to him. If it's not Ryan Connelly, it may be Devontae Downs, who's been making an impact. Who knows? But I do have faith in that middle linebacking core. Shout out to the Mets. According to Sajid, they just win. They just won, I should say. Go Mets if you're a fan of the Mets. I'm personally a fan of the Yankees, but I'm a very casual fan of baseball. You know, it's not like I be out here watching it every week. I tune in every now and again. Joel Yiadom says, our linebackers been getting a pitch count with the tracking devices they're wearing. I hope that's what it is. But when it comes to guys like Ryan Connelly and Blake Martinez who've missed a noticeable amount of practices, I do tend to get worried. Once again, especially with Connelly coming off that ACL, I do hope it's a pitch count thing. Shout out to MMKG Studios. MMKG Studios, do you have a channel? Because that's like a very channel-esque name that you got there in logo. If you do, go check the boy out. Mike Lowe says injured linebackers always means that the D-line is not keeping the O-line from crushing our linebackers. Well, this is injured linebackers in the offseason, though. I mean, during the regular season, I guess I can see what you mean by that, Mike Lowe. But this is practice type stuff. The only live tackling they usually do it's not that much live tackling. It's only so many padded practices, and these guys are missing that. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm concerned. Bradley says, rip Tom Seaver. Rest in peace, Tom Seaver, man. Hold up. Who is Tom Seaver? Is this somebody that Oh, MMKG Studios was Muzz. Oh, yo, Muzz, what's up, man? Shout out to Muzz, yo, guys. If Muzz is running a channel, go check him out. He's been a supporter of mine for a long time, probably since I want to say the first year of me being on YouTube, man. Yeah. Rest in peace, Tom Seaver. He passed away just a couple days ago, August 31st, 2020. He played for the Mets, man. Hope that dude is all right, man. Rest in peace, Tom Seaver. What's my favorite anime? What a change of direction there. Let me get back to the linebacking core real quick. Where was I? I guess I'll move on to the next comment from Bradley here. Bradley says, what does Bradley say? Crazy how we got steals throughout the back end of the draft. Definitely crazy. I hope they work out just like they kind of did last year. Mike Nixon, Darnay had another great scrimmage and a couple of pass breakups. Yo, listen, Darnay Holmes, I 100% expect to be the man this season, bro. I expect Darnay Holmes to be like our best cornerback this season, bro. I hope this dude comes out here, surprises everybody, has like 2 pick sixes against Big Ben in week 1, bro. I just have so much faith in Darnay Holmes, and I really think he's going to be better than James Bradbury by the end of the year. You know, he's going to be better than whoever we got running on the other side of the field. I really think Darnay is about to be that guy. He might be running in for defensive rookie of the year, man. Don't be surprised. Edward says our needs right now: pass rush, inside linebacker, center, wide receiver 1, maybe corner. I would say maybe corner. I would let inside linebacker slip for now, just because I think we got a good amount of guys there that just got to stay healthy. Wide receiver 1, I think we got our wide receiver 1. It's wide receiver depth more like it, Edward. But otherwise, I do agree with you. Favorite anime? Damn, what is my favorite anime? It could Death Note, Attack on Titan, and like My Hero are my top 3, bro. Charles Dio in the chat. Shout out to Charles Dio. He was one of the best pitchers ever. Yo, may the man rest in peace, bro. Caden, shout out to Caden out here in the chat. Can anyone tell me why our long snapper was given the red shirt? I mean, you don't want the long snapper getting injured now, do you? We saw what happened last year when the long snapper didn't do a good job. Certainly some of that was on Aldrich Rosas, but I said it a lot of times when Rosas was still a member of the team. He was going to have a bounce back year because we got a better long snapper. You know, Zach Diassi had a terrible year last year. It's part of the reason he retired. Shout out to Jawad in the chat. How you doing, bro? Welcome in. I hope we beat the Steelers. Listen, let me get your thoughts, guys. I want you to put a W or a L week 1 right now. Are we beating the Steelers? Put it in right now. I want to hear your thoughts before I really answer that, man. G says, I hope we keep it close with the Steelers. How did Darnay slip so much? It's because he played injured last year. He was injured in 2019. A lot of people say that you want to look at his 2018 tape, even though his 2019 tape was good. His 2018 tape was even better because he wasn't injured. Yeah, exactly. Injuries in 2019. His height, I don't know how much his height had to do about it, but definitely injuries. Will he play outside? Nah, I fully expect Darnay to play inside. AOT Season 4 is going to be fire. I hope so, but honestly, I don't know why the mangaka is ending it so early. This should have been like a 8-season show, and I don't know how long the manga is, but it should have been longer. Would have been nice to have Fournette with Saquon. It would have been if Fournette was willing to be a backup back. Breaking news, Saints are pushing to get Jadeveon Clowney. I'll have to look into that, and we got the W's and L's rolling in here. So we got MMKG Studio says W, and Edward says L. Jawad says W. Joel says W. Sajid says too early to go. I can respect that. Edward said, how are we winning? Mike Nixon W 20-17. Caden W 24-14. Ooh, that's a pretty hefty margin. MMKG says W 28-24. All right, listen. It's still too early for me to call. I am still gonna say a L. And if I had to do a score prediction, it would probably 24-21 Steelers win. I think we're going to keep it close. I think we're going to do a lot better than people expect, man. I mean, not only the fact do I have confidence in these guys have confidence in themselves, and they've been working their butt off, man. They've been working so hard this offseason. It's crazy. And, like, you could see improvements with some of them. Obviously, we can't see everything. But I can 100% see an improvement in Lorenzo Carter, man. 100%. I can see an improvement in Evan Ingram. If he could stay healthy, that would be great. We all know Daniel Jones has improved. The offensive line, it's going to be, shaky for the first couple weeks, but that's a given. That's a given, but it's an improvement from last year. I'm really excited to see what this Giants team can do, but I can't say as of right now we're going to definitely take the win. You already know that's what I'm going to be hoping happens. You already know that's what I'm going to be counting on and whatnot. But I hope we can take the win. Also, I just noticed, shout out to Nikki, her member badge changed to the orange. I think when you join at first, it's just a yellow, and then it changes to orange when you've been a member for a month or more. Shout out to Nikki, bro. That's a month of membership right there. Jersey Life says Fournette is a bust. Listen, what was he? He was like 4th overall or 6th overall or something. They could have gotten Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson. In that case, I mean, yeah, low-key, Mans is kind of a bust. But, I mean, it's not like he's a good football player. Let's not get it twisted. When he can stay healthy, he's a good football player, but definitely not worth, like, top 5 pick, which is what I think he was taken at. Do I watch All-American? I don't. You know who's told me to watch All-American, though? Kid Blue has told me a lot of times that I should go check out All-American, keeping it real with y'all. Ingram is going to ball. If Ingram can stay healthy, I fully expect this man to be in the top 5 tight end conversation, man. Edward says Saints have like negative $78 million in cap. Yeah, so since you guys brought that up, let me look that up. Clowney Saints, and let's see what pops up. Let's see if anybody brings it up. Literally an hour ago. Let's go to NFL.com since they apparently have a report on it. It says right here. No thanks. Saints sending an all-out blitz. Can you guys see this? I should probably zoom in a little bit. Let me zoom in a little bit. Saints sent an all-out blitz to sign free agent defensive end Jadeveon Clowney, reported just a little below an hour ago, 7:41 p.m. That's actually amazing. So, who said that originally? Somebody said that originally. Was it Edward? Somebody else was telling me Saints going for Clowney. Shout out to y'all, bro. You guys keeping it updated out here. We're going to get into that in a little bit because the chat is moving faster than I expected it to. Let me see what they're saying. Saints have to... Oh, that's a good one. What's happening with Alvin Kamara? Shout out to Luan in the chat as well. He's getting a little bit feisty here, a little bit worked up. The only reason I'm picking Steelers is because I know our offensive line is going to struggle. I have no confidence in the Steelers' offense, but I have supreme confidence in their defense. That's the only reason. Joel has a really good comment. He says, one less penalty, one more first down, one more completion like Judge wants. We win it. Judge coaching the small things will lead to win. That's why I am so excited for the team. Muzz hit me up on Insta or Twitter about that, keeping it real with you. So, yeah, let's talk about Kamara for a sec before we hop into this Jadeveon Clowney Saints article right here. Because, personally, I don't see why they would get him. They got Davenport and Cam Jordan. I think they're pretty good with their defensive end duo. But what in the world is going to happen with Alvin Kamara, y'all? Let me know right now. Because this man, he was seeking, a new contract, as he should. Our running backs a little bit overpaid. Yeah, they're a little bit overpaid. Does Alvin Kamara deserve a new contract? Yes, he does. He's a top 5 running back. Alvin Kamara was out here negotiating. Then all of a sudden, the Saints are like, "Yeah, we're definitely open to trading this man." And then he tweeted out, "I have no idea what's going on. I thought that the negotiations between the Saints camp and his agent were going well." And Alvin Kamara was completely unaware that the Saints were willing to shop this dude to trade him to another team. So what do you think happens? Do you think he's re-signed? Do you think he's traded? Or do you think nothing happens and they delay contract negotiations for another year? Because he's a 2017 draft class, right? So they do have another year, I think, under his rookie contract. Shout out to Kevin Cronin in the chat. What's up, Kevin? Listen, let me see what you guys got here about Alvin Kamara. Mike, can you retype it, please? Because the whatchamacallit, the chat moved a little fast, so I can't scroll all the way up to that. Kamara wants his money. What if they trade Cam Jordan? I don't think so, yo. I think Cam Jordan is one of those players that's like he's a player for that team for life. I fully expect him to be a Saint for life, and he's definitely a great defensive end in the league right now. Is Marshawn Lynch still a free agent? If so, we should get him so he can mentor Saquon. If Saquon is already the best running back in the league, then imagine who'll be mentored by. I disagree with that, Caden. They're two completely different running styles. Marshawn Lynch is like Ezekiel Elliott. You know what I'm saying? That would be a great pairing in terms of mentor-mentee relationship. Saquon's more of an elusive back. I mean, I think I'm good, man. Marshawn, he retired. He's happy with his retirement. He's not what he once was. I think Saquon is good. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know if there's anybody that could really mentor Saquon anymore right now, except for maybe like Adrian Peterson or something. The dude is way smarter than we realize. Let's see. Bradley's out here screaming to switch Ingram to receiver. Okay. Kamara to the Patriots. Yo, that's something that could happen. I for sure thought Leonard Fournette was gonna go to the Patriots. I for sure thought that. But Kamara to the Patriots, yo, it could happen. Let's see. Cam Jordan is better than Jadeveon. I agree with that 100%. 100%. Mike Nixon says, I'm going to pick Darnay to have the game-winning pick. You're talking about the Steelers? Against the Steelers? I fully expect this man to have one pick against the Steelers. I don't know if it's going to be game-winning, but that would be amazing. So the chat is low-key moving, and it's talking about completely different things right now. I will get to all your thoughts. Let's try and quickly focus on this. I guess you could call it breaking news that the Saints are trying to get Clowney here. So apparently, according to NFL insider Ian Rappaport and NFL's Tom Pelissero, Clowney has spoken to multiple times to Saints coach Sean Payton about playing in New Orleans, with multiple teams interested in the Pro Bowl defensive end, including Tennessee Titans and Seattle Seahawks. The Saints are sending an all-out blitz for Clowney's services. All right. The NFLPA currently has the Saints at $7 million of it. Okay, so let's talk about that right there. They got $7 million in cap space. There's no way they're signing this dude unless he's taking a complete, complete discount. Also, like I said, they got Cam Jordan and Marcus Davenport. They're not exactly lacking pass rushers right now. They're completely fine when it comes to pass rushers. And I was just, once again, I'm looking down on my phone because I'm once again checking to see if the Teespring store is back up. There's still an Arrow 502. Hopefully that's back up soon. Once again, merch available. I'm wearing the Your sweater right now just to show you guys real quick. Can you see that? Can you see that properly? Yeah. Bet. And I'm probably going to be running a promo for about a week, free shipping on all orders. I'll let you guys know about that when I do it. But yeah, I fully don't expect the Saints to get this guy. 7 mil, and they got pass rushers. I don't know what's gonna be up with that. BBP is in the chat. Shout out to BBP. Let me see where in the world this chat moved from. Is Lynch still on the Hawks? I don't know. Apparently he's a free agent. I thought this man was retired. I know he was with them last season. I thought he retired again. You know, it's just Marshawn Lynch. Who knows at this point? Bradley says Bucks are stacking their offense so much when they won't even make the Super Bowl. I fully expect the Bucks to like make a playoff push. I don't know if they're gonna actually get into the playoffs. I do not expect them to be in the Super Bowl at all. Rosen needs to give it up. Yo, Rosen, if you want to talk about a draft bust, that's low-key kind of a sad story. But Josh Rosen is 100% a draft bust if you want to talk about that, my guy. If Ingram was a wide receiver, he wouldn't be as dominant because he's lined up against cornerback as opposed to be covered by linebackers who are usually slower. I agree with that. Also, if Ingram's a wide receiver, he just becomes kind of a regular dude. The reason he's such a nightmare to plan against is because he is at the tight end position. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to bet me Clowney doesn't get over 11 million? Well, if he doesn't get over 11 million, Saints only got 7 million available, then that might be possible. Thank you for the fire emojis, Muzz. I feel Clowney is going to Vegas, but he said he wants to go to a team that can win now. Do you think Vegas is a win now team? Maybe he gets he gets clammy, he gets a little bit nervous, and he signs with Vegas anywhere. If I were to give Jadeveon a deal, it would be a prove-it deal. I fully expect him. That's what he's going to get. Shout out to Calvin in the chat. He says, hey, Hub, any Week 1 upset predictions? You know what? Let me pull up the NFL Week 1 schedule. Let's see. Upset predictions. Week 1. Let's see what we got here. So, I think Chiefs are going to beat the Texans. I think Bills are going to beat the Jets. I think Vikings are going to beat the Packers. If you count that as an upset, I'm not sure. I think Eagles are going to beat Washington. I think Ravens are going to beat the Browns. I think Colts are going to beat the Jaguars. I think Panthers are going to beat the Raiders. I don't know if you count that as an upset either. I think Lions are going to beat the Bears. I think Seahawks are going to beat the Falcons. I think Patriots are going to beat the Dolphins. I think, this is an interesting one. I do think the Chargers are going to beat the Bengals. But that's going to be an interesting game to look at. I think the 49ers are going to beat the Cardinals. I think the Saints are going to beat the Bucks. I think the Bucks are going to take some time to get used to each other on the field. I really don't know how to predict this game because I don't know what to expect from the Rams this year. I am so lost on them. Just to stay safe, I don't know, man. I want to say maybe Rams upset Cowboys, but you know what? I'm going to go with that because I don't like the Cowboys. Rams upset Cowboys. I think Steelers are going to beat the Giants, but I think we're going to keep it real close. It's going to be like a 24-21 game. And I think Titans are going to beat the Broncos. So, I mean, if there was any Week 1 upsets in there, I don't know, man. You guys let me know. Let's see here. Ingram should play a bit more in the slot, but not be a complete slot receiver. Here's the thing with Ingram playing in the slot. We got, like, more slot receivers than we need. So, I don't know if that's really going to come true like that. Bucks will still go 7-9. That's harsh. That's harsh. But hey, maybe they will, bro. Yeah, Mike, we do know that Fournette is on the Bucks. I got an authentic Evan Ingram rookie autographed card. Anybody want to make me an offer? It's for sale. Yo, that's actually pretty good. I would put it up on, a website like OfferUp, eBay, Mercari, those selling sites and see what you could get. Maybe even Google. Does Google sell anything? Because I know there's Google Shopping, but I would check that out. Josh Rosen is a good QB. I don't care if it's just bad coaching. I don't think Brian Flores is really that bad of a coach. And he had Jerry Shaplinski, who's not a Giants quarterback coach, who is a pretty good quarterback coach. So I wouldn't say it's just bad coaching, Bradley. I think bad coaching for sure his rookie year. And I think he was in a bad situation with the Dolphins, but there was actually good coaching there, and he did have his chance to prove himself. I think Josh Rosen is just at this point a bust. I mean, and I don't think he's going to prove me wrong because I don't see a team giving him a chance to do that. Maybe he has the ability to prove me wrong, but what team is going to give him that chance right now? If there is, I'll tell you who should, though. The Bears should definitely give Rosen a chance because I don't trust Nick Foles or Mitch Trubisky for the Bears. So, you know what? There you go. Josh Rosen to the Bears confirmed. You heard it here first from the hub, bro. Keeping it real with y'all. Rosen falls under pressure even with a clean pocket. He definitely has some negatives to him. You'll let it go for 50. Charles Dio. Charles, you should not be selling an autographed card for $50. That thing is worth a lot more than $50, bro. Well, I'm telling you, put it up on eBay or something. You're going to get a lot of hits. He will go to the Saints. Watch, I'm guessing you're talking about Jadeveon Clowney, like we were talking earlier. Maybe he goes to the Saints, man. Maybe he goes to the Saints. Caden says with him they could sneak into the wild card. Are you talking about Fournette to the Bucks? Yeah, if you have the authenticity card with it, it's gonna be a lot more than $50, Charles. You should definitely put it up on eBay, man. Shout out to Muzz. He hit 135 subs. Let's go, Muzz. Good job on you. Edward says he subbed up. That's nice. Washington football team versus Eagles. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a funny one, bro. I've heard Sheagles before, the Sheagles, but the Eagles, that's a good one, bro. That's a good one. They're not even that good. Yeah, yo, who's been telling you? Me. Who's been telling y'all for months now that the Eagles are going to collapse? I admit, I did not expect the injuries to happen right before the season. I thought the injuries were going to happen during the season. But literally, the Eagles are collapsing right before our eyes, bro. All these injuries, they're not going to be good. Who's been telling you for weeks now that the Eagles, for months now I should say, Eagles are going to collapse? They got no depth, they got no linebackers, no defense. Now they got no linebackers, they got no depth on defense, they have no offensive line, and they have no wide receiving core. They're gone, bro. They are gone. The Eagles, listen, somehow, someway, they might pull some magic and still do well within the division, but I fully expect them to suffer outside the division, man. Rams are definitely 50-50. Titans are definitely underrated. I don't know if people necessarily sleep on Tannehill, but the Titans are underrated because people don't give them enough credit. Is that a candle? Okay, that's a candle. I'm like, I see the light flickering in the back there. And I'm like, that better be a candle, bro. What is that? All right, the chat moved a lot, so it just updated. You guys are really debating Josh Rosen, huh? We got Calvin talking to Bradley, says, as a Cardinals fan, I agree with you. Rosen needs a chance to learn and time under a coach that believes in him. All right, guys, let me know right now. Like I said, what do you think about Josh Rosen to the Bears? That's literally the only team that I can see giving this man a chance. Because what other team is looking for a quarterback right now that doesn't already have a quarterback they're okay with to roll in 2020? It should be Rosen to the Bears. And, of course, he is in trade talks again, so maybe the Bears do make a move for him. Although it's going to be another bad situation with not that great coaching. You know what I'm saying? Kaden says he's talking Clowney to Vegas. Okay, then, bet. Is Entertainer in the chat? For some reason, Muzz is saying stand up. I don't see Entertainer in the chat, but if he is, shout out to Tainer. You, Bad Dog, Kid Blue, Tainer. Papa, listen, I don't necessarily teach y'all. I just say what I think is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If Wentz goes down, they're done. Bro, they're already done. Because Wentz is definitely going to go down. They got literally nobody on that, like, the right half of that offensive line. Wentz is going down within the first 3 weeks, bro. Eagles can't handle Saquon, which is exactly why we are going to beat the Eagles in at least one of these games this year. Saquon is an Eagle killer. Darius Slayton is another Eagle killer, but Saquon mostly. And he single-handedly almost beat the Eagles like every single game he's played them. It's just that Shermer didn't let the man finish the job. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely going to have him kill the Eagles this year. I did see that, Charles Dio. Jordan Love doesn't look too great in Green Bay, but the last time I saw a report about that was like last week. So I don't know if within that week that I haven't seen any reports out of Green Bay that Jordan Love suddenly improved or something. But I've seen reports saying that Jordan Love is not looking good in Green Bay. Specifically, the man has terrible accuracy. He has really bad accuracy. And there was videos of practice out there about it as well. You know what I'm saying? So I've definitely seen that. Which, I mean, Jordan Love was always a project quarterback. There was a lot of comparisons of him to Patrick Mahomes. What people forget, though, is that they're like, that's all potential. He's not a finished product. He's nowhere near to a finished project. He's a project quarterback. So we'll see how that turns out. Did I see what Jason Peters said? I did not. Dillard down, Brooks down, Peters. Didn't they move Jason Peters to another position as well? So we'll see how that goes. Joe Judge going to run Barkley against the Eagles till they die. Fully. Rosen will be good, but if he goes to the Pats, because his QB coach from UCLA is there, the Pats coach now, well, I mean, I fully expect Cam Newton to have a good, if not great year with the Pats, so I don't see a reason for him to go there. I'm telling y'all, if he's going to prove anybody wrong, he needs to go to a place where he's going to be a starter, and the only place that comes to mind immediately for me is the Bears. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to the Jaguars, because as of right now, they're confident in Minshew. We'll see how that changes once draft time comes around and whatnot. but I don't see any other team that needs a starting quarterback as of right now. Maybe he goes to the Titans as a backup to Tannehill, and that would actually be a good situation. If there's a good place for him to go to where he's going to be a backup, it would be the Titans backing up Tannehill just in case man gets injured or he performs bad or something. Then Rosen steps in. That would be a really nice situation. He has a reliable run game to back him up as well. But the team in terms of starting, it would have to be the Bears because I am not confident in any of the Bears quarterbacks. Rosen to the football team. Anything is better than Trashkins for those bunch of fools. I mean, maybe he ends up in Washington, but they got a good backup situation in Kyle Allen and Alex Smith. So I'm fully confident in that. Rosen should have landed in Green Bay, in my opinion. That would have been a story because Rodgers from UCLA too, isn't he? That would have been a pretty cool story as well. Peter said, "Give me more if you want me to be the left tackle." I didn't know he said that. Isn't Jason Peters kind of old now? Am I just a little bit overestimating this man's age? But I'm pretty sure Jason Peters is a little old now. What's the point of arm strength if you can't throw to the far side of the barn? Cough, cough, Allen. Cough, cough. You guys want to talk about accuracy, bro? Hold up, I got y'all, bro. Cause Jets Twitter. The only reason I even be on Jets Twitter is because it makes me laugh. So let's let this load. I'm going to go into one of my retweets. But New York Jets Twitter is funny. Like, they are beyond funny, bro. They be tweeting the most ridiculous things. What's up with Twitter? Are you telling me Twitter is down too? Okay, I was about to say. Let's show you. There was a video of Sam Darnold throwing this ball to Dante Moncrief. And this ball was like 5 yards underthrown. And in a regular situation would have been picked off or something, and Jets fans were hyping it up. They're like, he's making Dante Moncrief look good. I'm like, no. Dante Moncrief made him look good. This is it right here. Look at how underthrown this ball is, bro. This man had to stop short in his route. Literally stop in his route to get it. And they were really hyping this up. They're like, yo, this man is making him look good. Nah. It was underthrown, Chief. Jets Twitter really be cracking me up sometime. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. It really be cracking me up sometimes. Peter's 38. Yeah, so he is relatively old. Thank you there, Nikki. Kyle Allen is trash. He's better than Haskins. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Shout out to BBS Senior Lurkin. He's out here as well. That's Kid Blue's dad over there, Mr. Smurf, guys. Let's see. Jags are literally tanking. They are literally tanking. That's what I'm saying. By the time the draft comes around, we'll see how confident they really are in Minshew. Rosen needs to go to med school and take over his father's practice, yo. Oh, y'all are really laying it into Josh Rosen, bro. But I mean, I can't blame you. Sajid says Trubisky and Foles are better. No. Don't disrespect the man like that. I think he's better than Mitch Trubisky. I think he's better than Foles on the Bears just because I don't think Foles can perform anywhere else but the Eagles. Like, that's it. Rosen to the Chargers because out of all the rookie QBs, I feel Herbert is most likely to be a bust. I don't even know when Herbert is going to start. Because Tyrod Taylor, I fully expect him to start at least like 6 weeks of the season, bro. I do expect him to start at least 6 weeks of the season. Great question from Sajid. Yeah, what question, Calvin? I didn't see a question there. Maybe it was a question way earlier. We shall see if he repeats it. Can we go until Bradley? Nah, I can't go until 10, bro. I can go like until 9, maybe 9, 10 the latest, but not 10 o'clock. That's a little out of the amount of time I got today. Let's see. Foles in trash. He's kind of like Eli. He needs an O-line, but he also needs a specific offense to work for him. At least Eli could dominate, or not dominate, can operate in more than one offense. You know what I'm saying? Twitter is full of clowns. You're right. Once again, if you guys want to just, you're having a bad day, you want to laugh at something, you want to see something funny, go to New York Jets Twitter. You will always laugh. These dudes are hilarious with the stuff they be tweeting, bro. Did you just compare Eli to Foles? Shaking my head. Yeah, and the Jets do, I don't know if they have a bunch of injuries, but literally everything coming out of the Jets reporters, and the thing is, the Giants and the Jets, they share a lot of beat reporters. So guys like, who am I thinking about specifically? I think Paul Schwartz reports on the Jets as well as the Giants and other people. They're saying that the Jets look really, really bad. And I think Ralph Vacchiano as well. Yo, I actually tweeted at Ralph Vacchiano. He responded to me. One of his tweets, he was like, "The Jets are looking really bad." I'm like, "All right, objectively speaking, as a reporter, who looks better?" He's like, "He can't answer right now." That's all I need to know to let me know that the Giants look better than the Jets, bro. Let's see. You see Eagles wide receiver make Darius Slay fall. I did see that. I didn't retweet it though. So if somebody could tag me in a tweet right now on Twitter, I'll pull it up. Eagles wide receiver made Darius Slay fall. Darius Slayton is going to absolutely tear this man apart, bro. I have full faith in that. Full faith in that, yo. Let's see. Rosen to the Bears for real? Yeah. Yeah. Sajid, if Minshew can make a difference for the Jags or not, we shall see. I don't know if he will, bro. I don't know if he will. Minshew is a backup playing starter. I think, listen, I don't have as much confidence and hype in Minshew as, like, say, Jaguars fans do, or just a lot of casual NFL fans did last year. But I definitely think, he earned his starting spot. And I'll leave it at that. That's all I'll say on Gardner Minshew. Remember when we wanted Rosen over Saquon? No, I don't, because I never wanted anybody over Saquon. I know this was before I had a YouTube channel, but you could check, like, my personal Instagram page. Literally the day of the 2018 draft, I was like, I hope we draft Saquon. And that was my only post that I made that day, and it's still up. I never wanted Josh Rosen. I always wanted Saquon Barkley during that draft. Let's go, Hubs. Celtics up 80-76 going into the fourth quarter. Yo, I might tune into the game after stream because there's definitely going to be a game playing at like 9 o'clock or something. We'll see which one that is. I'll probably tune into that a little bit. Chicago needs Rosen. Chicago needs anybody, bro. Chicago just needs not Mitch Trubisky. They need Mitch Trubisky repellent, bro. They need to go to the drugstore. They need to get some Mitch Trubisky repellent, spray it all over the team, spray it all over Soldier Field, all over the coaching staff, and just get that man out of the stadium, bro. He should not be a starting quarterback for any team. Darius Slayton is the real big play slay. Darius Slayton, sir, is the slayer. And if Teespring was up right now, I could show you guys, because that's actually on one of the merchandise items. Why is it? Yo, can one of you guys try? Is this only in the New York, New Jersey area? If one of you guys can try and go to the Teespring store, that would be amazing. Let me know if it's up. Maybe it's just a local thing. The link is right in the description. Just one of y'all, please do that. I want to know if it's a local thing or if it's down for everybody, because that's kind of concerning. That's just a little bit concerning, you know what I'm saying? Let's see right now. Slayton won't be a wide receiver 1. He's going to be a really good wide receiver 2. This year, I agree with you. I do think maybe in year 3 he could step it up to a wide receiver 1. We shall see. Muzz says, when can I get that mod, bro? I wish you literally asked me 2 streams ago. I don't give out mods that often because usually I got like, 10 to 15 people in here and half of them are mods, and it's just you just see wrenches on top of wrenches on top of wrenches. It's crazy. The next time I give one out though, Muzz, if you're in here, I'll give it to you. Minshew Magic is literally just a tacky mustache. Well, y'all remember Fitzmagic though? Fitzmagic was literally chest hair and shades. If you want to say Minshew Magic is just the mustache. Juju is a slot. Slayton is outside. I'm guessing you guys were comparing Juju. Juju is definitely a slot wide receiver, and usually, okay, so it's not working for Nikki either. And I'm assuming you're outside the NYC area, right, Nikki? I'm gonna have to check on that. I don't know why in the world. I'll check on that after stream, because literally earlier today it was working fine. Like, I checked at like 7:50. And that's when it was first down, but like at 7:30, it was working fine for me because I was just on there using it. I don't know what's up with it. We shall see if it's good. But thank you for checking that for me, Nikki. Hub, Evan Ingram was looking good in scrimmage. Like I said, man, I fully expect Evan Ingram, if he's healthy, to be completely one of the top 5 tight ends this year. I'm hesitating to say breakout year because literally every single year as Giants fans, we say Evan Ingram was going to break out. Haha, Clinton Diggs, thoughts? I'm surprised the Cowboys cut him. I ain't gonna lie to you. Did this dude really, did he really get bad in the past year or something? Because Cowboys need secondary help. I am definitely surprised that the Cowboys cut him. I hope the Giants. I don't want to see any. Listen, if any of the 22 people watching right now start saying we should sign HaHa Clinton Dix, just leave the stream, bro. We don't need HaHa Clinton Dix. We got somebody better in Logan Ryan. All right, we got somebody. We got a couple people better in there. HaHa is not who he was with the Packers. You know what I'm saying? When he joined the Bears, he was already declining slightly. So we shall see. Thank you, Caden. You know, I do be grooming it sometimes, man. Thank you for that, and thank you, Nikki. Massachusetts love the hub, bro. The hub love Massachusetts. Um, let's see. I don't think he'll be better prospect than Luck. Are you talking about Justin Fields? I don't watch college football, so hey, I can't really comment on that. Shout out to Elvis Anthony in the chat. How are you doing, bro? Lawrence or Burrow? Trevor Lawrence or Joe Burrow? I don't watch college football, but I can't really speak about that. I do know that Trevor Lawrence is the hot thing, especially after he got Clemson their championship in his freshman year. And I know Burrow had basically the greatest college football season in the history of college football last year. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully Joe Burrow looks good, man. Shout out to Muzz. He's gonna be out. Guys, go over there, check out his channel. See you, Muzz. I'm going to be going for literally like 10 more minutes anyway. I can go until 9. So we'll see about that. And now all of a sudden, we're talking about Earl Thomas. Oh, yes, let them go over Earl Thomas, bro. Let them go over to Earl Thomas. He's going to go over there and wreck that locker room. I didn't even know things were so bad between him and the Ravens locker room that they just straight up cut him after a while, bro. Earl Thomas to the Cowboys. If you were to ask me this last year or 2 years ago when he signed with the Ravens, I would have been like, please no. But now, after learning what a headache in the locker room the guy is, yeah, let Earl Thomas go to the Cowboys, man. And shout out to Charles as well. Thank you for tuning in, man. No problem. Peace, bro. Not really going to miss that much. Like I said, I'm going for 10 more minutes, and then we'll be out of here. But Earl Thomas, with HaHa Clinton Dix off the Cowboys now, I'm pretty sure they're going to try and make a move at him. They've wanted him on the team since, 2016? 2016, 2015? It's been quite a while now. Yeah. Sajid says, Cowboys love signing locker room cancers. Yeah, man. The Cowboys and the Washington football team, they both signed just really, not the best people for your locker room culture, man. Never forget what Thomas did this is Andrew Thomas, to Josh Allen, the pass rusher. Never forget. He threw him out of the camera frame. We will never forget that, man, because that was absolutely amazing. Will I be doing a watch party on Discord? It all depends, man, to be honest with you. Let me see what game is playing at 9. Let us see. NBA playoffs. Because I got to go eat and stuff. I mean, I'll let you know, Mike. I'll definitely, tag you in there or something. So, Nuggets Clippers game 1 is today. I might tune in, but if I'm actually going to be there, Mike, I'll tag you in the Discord. I'll be like, hey, bro, I'm here. I'm going to be in the watch party. So, I'll definitely tag you if I'm in there. Old Thomas was walking around the locker room with his political shirt on. Yeah, really shouldn't be doing that, man. I think that NFL players assume way too easily what their teammates, are... oh, if I aim it down, you could see the... Ooh. I was just trying to adjust it. Come on, camera. Thank you. Yeah, I think NFL players just assume way too easily what their locker room mates' political alignments are, and they really shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's just all I'm going to say on that. Clippers are winning. I really hope the Nuggets beat the Clippers. The only reason I want the Clippers to lose is because I hate Paul George, bro. I call him the Mook George Paul. This man, I do not like Paul George, bro. I want to see this man fail. Hey, no problem if I got other stuff. It's not necessarily I got other stuff to do. It's more so of I'm just not sure if I'm feeling it tonight. Some nights you're just like, I'm probably gonna chill. After this, I might chill and play Halo or something. But if I'm in the Discord, which by the way, join the Discord. The link is in the description. What Mike Nixon is referring to is basically for the entirety of the NBA playoffs. We have been having a Discord watch party to watch, the NBA playoffs. We had it for round 1, Blazers, Lakers. We had it for round 1, Clippers, Mavs. It was really fun. We're all in there. We're talking. It's usually me, Mike, and a couple of my friends. A couple other times, some other subs joined. It's really fun just being in there talking with you guys and talking basketball, which is something that we don't really do on the channel. But that's definitely fun to have. Chillax, relax a little bit, and we're all on the call together. So definitely check that out as well. Mike, like I said, I'll let you know. It's not a given yet. But bring in your questions, guys. Toss in any of the last questions that you got here. We still got 7 minutes. We still got time. So toss in your questions. If anything, since I have the Gettleman article pulled up and I didn't even speak on this yet, This is what I want to talk about in terms of Dave Gettleman. We talked about Mara earlier in the stream. In fact, Mara was the first thing we talked about. This is what Gettleman said, and this was from, September 2nd. I made a video on this yesterday. We're a young developing team, Gettleman said on a Zoom call. That's all there is to it with the way Judge has run practice. You guys have seen it. He has what he calls his two spot. When he takes the team to work on both fields, these guys have gotten a ton of reps. As we finish up, there's plenty of film available to legitimately evaluate all of these guys. Everybody is on the same boat to a certain degree with the young players. We feel good about the work these kids have put in, and I think we're going to be fine. Now, the reason I have supreme confidence in Dave Gettleman saying this is because Dave Gettleman is a great player evaluator. This guy is a great drafter because of just how talented he is when it comes to evaluating these players. So I believe him when he says that they legitimately can evaluate the guys with the film that they have based off of based off of practices and based off of scrimmages and whatnot. So I like that I'm hearing this from Dave Gettleman. And somewhere along the line, I hope that they put this in here because they didn't put in the quote I really want to talk about with Mara. He was talking about, what he expects for this season and whatnot. Let's see. Where is he saying it? Please tell me, Gettleman, that they put it in. Give me a second here, guys. I'm just quickly scanning through the article to see if I can get it. Come on, man. Okay, here it is. Bam. He says, I think we've had 3 years of roster development. I think we've brought in a number of players that are going to help us be a part of this winning process. Obviously, we have had change in coaches, and we have a young developing team. I think Judge and his staff are going to develop these players, so that's what gives me confidence. It gives me confidence that we have our quarterback. We have a heck of a running back. We got some nice pieces on defense. The O-line, we have pieces. We're getting there. I believe we're going to be competitive. And this is a Gettleman who 100%, bro. This is a Gettleman who built the team thinking about the future. He didn't build this team thinking about win now. He was building it thinking about the future, especially this offseason, especially the past two offseasons, 2019 and 2020, both the draft and free agency. He's thinking about building the future, and that's what he's been doing. It just so happens that in building for the future, specifically this year, we got pieces that probably could help us be competitive this year, especially with the new 7-team playoff format where the Giants have a better chance than ever of just possibly sneaking in as a 7 seed into the playoffs. I agree with him. I'm not saying we're gonna be there. I'm not saying that we are gonna be a competitive team, but he makes a lot of good points, man. They've had years of development. I do have confidence in the coaching staff and Judge. I have supreme confidence in Saquon Barkley. I know Daniel Jones is going to be better. I think the offensive line can be something great, and we do have a couple pieces on defense, man. I think we have the potential to be competitive. I want to stress that. I fully expect us to still be anywhere between like a 5-11 to 7-9 team. But I do think we have the potential to be competitive. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we're going to be in the playoffs or anything like that. We're still probably going to be that 5 to 7 win team. I just wouldn't be surprised if we're not. Like if we take an extra step early or something like that, so to speak. Aaron Boone and Gary Sanchez are going to get a 1,000-year extension. Seems legit. I am not going to be watching that, Michael. I can tell you that. Not going to be watching that. I don't believe we're going to be competitive this season, to be honest. Like I said, 5-11 to 7-9, man. That's my honest take on the Giants this year. We're a 5-11 to 7-9 team, but we have the potential, especially if the Eagles fully collapse, that we take a step forward and maybe become something more just because it's situational stuff, you know what I'm saying? Calvin says the 49ers and Seahawks are dealing with injuries, with the latest being wide receiver Tavon Austin of the 49ers. That sucks. Calvin, you're a Cardinals fan, right? So he's over there in the NFC West. I'm going to take your word for it. This dude knows the NFC West a lot better than I do. I can assure you that. Definitely can assure you that. What is your outlook, by the way, Calvin, as a Cardinals fan, and once again, because you're in the NFC West, on the Rams? Because I'm very 50-50 on the Rams. I really don't know what to expect from them this year. They could be good or they could be bad. Calvin, let me know what you think about that. Edward Chance says, at best, we are 8-8. I think, listen, at best, and this is if everything goes right. This is literally, I'm talking about everything that has to go right, just for some reason goes right. 90-degree angle, it just goes right. At best, we're like a 10-win team. But realistically speaking, at best, we're probably a 7-win team. That's what I'm going to say. Caden says, I'll make a video going over the schedule. I actually already have one out. For those of you that didn't check it out. When I initially put it out, a lot of people didn't watch the full video because I made a joke at the beginning saying that we're going 16-0. And people didn't watch past like the first 5 minutes, and they really believed that. So go check out my schedule prediction video. I was thinking about doing another one, but honestly, my opinion hasn't really changed, even though COVID like really hit hard since that video came out. It's like a couple months old. But my opinion on how the Giants are going to do hasn't really changed since then. We should pick 8 to 12. Are you talking about within the 2021 draft, which I still have no idea how that's going to work because it's probably not going to be a college football season? That's definitely going to be interesting to see how the 2021 draft goes. We're not drafting Trevor. Give me that best player available, whatever pick we get. Why in the world would we think about drafting Trevor Lawrence, bro? No way we are going to be drafting Trevor Lawrence at all, my guy. I don't think so. Oh, hold up. I think I figured out what's wrong with the Teespring store. Because, oh no. Come on. It's back up. Thank God, guys. It's back up. This is going to be a perfect way to end the stream, yo. I got perfect way to end the stream. I know I got a good amount of people in here, so I got to show you. Of course, I am wearing that 4th hoodie that you see there, the Your hoodie, right now. Bam. I'm not even sure if I'm turned completely. I have to, like, bend down on my knees a little bit for you guys to see it. Go check it out. Go get your merch right now. Bro, listen. I'm going to be running a promotion very soon for free shipping. You got mad choices. You got the NWO design, the Your design, which even comes on socks, the mug, the Future design. This is the one I was telling you all earlier that has the Slayer on the back of it. Let me, if it would load. So you got Goat Quan, Danny Dimes, the Slayer, and Young Shep. And on the front, you got the Future, the franchise, with their helmets on there. All of these come in multiple colors, by the way. For some reason, people don't realize they come in multiple colors. You got the hoodies. You got the H-Block design, which was designed by my boy Farhan. You guys know Farhan. He helps me out a lot with the channel. That one was designed by him. All the others were designed by me. You got a simple version of these things. And, of course, I know you guys know what this is from. The Joe Judge inspired design, bro. You could get it on a hoodie. You could get it on a shirt with the Judge in the Giants font. And personally, in my opinion, the white one looks fire. So go out there, guys. Get your merch. I'm trying to remember. I'm going to disable screen share real quick so I can give you guys the promo code for free shipping real quick. That's going to be available for 1 week limited time offer. Let me disable screen share just really quickly. I first have to find that. Where is it? I think it is that. Bet. Let me just get this up real quick, and then I'll put it on the screen. So if you're watching this right now, you guys actually get it before anybody else, I guess you could say. And now let me go into Google Docs and just paste it real big on the screen. And that is how we will be ending off this episode of the Just Chillin' podcast. Let me make this a bigger font for sure. Arial size 9 is just a little small. Bam, there you go. Now let me share it again. That is the promo code. So if you order anything on the Teespring, you enter that promo code, you will get free shipping. Of course, if you're a member, you already have a 50% off promo code. So, you know, that Nikki is a member. She can tell you all about it. She has a 15% off promo code. I'm going to be running this for basically all the viewers in my channel. Go out there, copy your merch to get free shipping. Enter that code. You're with 4 R's. Has to be all capitalized. Free shipping. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. The reason the merch even exists and looks fire is because you guys are there. Shout out to everybody that was in here. Calvin, Caden, Edward. Both of the mics. Sajid, Nikki. Thank you all for being here.